getting a bunch of packages. I just got in the mail. I ordered them a few days ago. They've been coming in, you know, periodically for family photo outfits. You know, every year I stress out about this. And I shouldn't stress out about this. It's not that important. At the end of the day, it's no big deal, but in my head, I make it out to be a big deal. And I spend way too much time, energy, and effort. I feel like this time I spent the least amount thinking about it and putting outfits together. I literally went on Amazon and I just was like, this. In my head, I picked out a color scheme. I'm kind of regretting it. I ordered a couple outfits for almost everybody. This was the catalyst. I went thrifting and I got this dress. Fit me nicely. It's like Jennifer Aniston, 90s, Phoebe Buffay even, and I really enjoy it. But then I went down the rabbit hole of Instagram. I'm trying to just lay them all out so I can see, you know, are they cohesive? Does it work? Like if Alex and I take a picture together, this is what I picked out for him, this color and this color. Do they clash? Kind of. So then I ordered a blue one for him too because there's more blue going on. But then I thought, well, if he wears blue, then is that too much blue? I'm overthinking it. But I went down the rabbit hole of Instagram and I saw like Thanksgiving Day outfits or family photo outfits. And I was like, the algorithm knows. It always knows. So then I found this skirt with this top and a belt, and I was like, well, that looks really cute. And if I don't wear it in family photos, then I could surely wear it on Thanksgiving because the dress I wore for the past 2 years isn't cute enough anymore. I'm kidding, it is. I have so many things that I could wear. I just saw this one, I was like, yeah, that's really cute. Let me show you what this one looks like. And I'm not sure how it's gonna look on me, but I'm gonna tell you what, the gal on Instagram made it look really nice. And the detail of this, if you can tell, there's blue in there, also maroon, and I felt like the cream ties in. I don't know if this is gonna fit my daughter. Everything is up in the air at this point, but this is really sweet. Even with this top, I think would work. I'm pretty sure that Eleanor's, I like how they're vacuum sealing these. So darling, look at the sleeve on this. Just really sweet, and then a nice little skirt. I tried to have the kids pick out what they would want to wear so that they're comfortable. I don't want them to be uncomfortable. Okay. I did get 2 options for the baby. I found these really fun overalls. But then for the baby and Wentworth, I did end up ordering like the same shirt. Wait, did I order anything else? Oh, pants for Alex, and I don't even know if these are gonna fit. If you were here last year, you know we had a pant catastrophe. I'm gonna have to have him try these on. Fingers crossed. Like they look nice and cohesive in terms of color. Let me lay it all out. All right, I think it's looking pretty good. There's less blue than I thought, so it might be okay if Alex wears it. And I can't remember if I ordered this belt in a size that was slightly too big or small. I think this isn't actually gonna be perfect because the size that I was needing, I waited too long to order and it was out of stock. But if I wear this tan belt, then it will tie into like the other tans. I haven't worn a chunky belt like this since it's been like 15 years. But I can kind of dig it. So here are the options. These are my 2 options in the side here. So my dress, wait, that's Wolfgang's shirt, but it's really Wentworth's. It's just a smaller size. So Wentworth, Dad, Avelina, Baby, Meredith, and Eleanor. Is that okay? Doesn't matter if it's not, because I'm not gonna do any more shopping. So if I do this outfit, then Alex will be the only one wearing maroon. And so if I give him a blue shirt to wear, is that too much blue, or does that make it even more cohesive with just 2 colors to deal with? Or I can take it away and just have this. Is the 3rd color too distracting because they're so opposite each other? I ordered this online. I thought it was going to be closer to this color. It's clearly not. I figured I would try this outfit on just to see. I think the tan will really tie in the other tans. No pockets on this skirt, but otherwise, really fantastic option. Did you know you were gonna get a fashion show when you clicked today? I haven't seen this in a full mirror yet, but I think I really like it. I'm unsure about the sweater. It is a Florida style sweater with like 0 sleeves, which is my kind of thing. Or do you think it would be better if I wore like this kind of top with it? Like what I was just wearing. So many options. I'm too fickle for this. I need a fashion coordinator. It was so unnecessary for me to buy new clothes, but also kind of like, what, like, you know, they could use another outfit. But also, have you seen my laundry room? They absolutely do not need another item of clothing, except for maybe Wolfgang. He's growing like a weed. All right, well, I guess you're gonna find out. If you wanna follow me on Instagram, the day I'm posting this is the day we're getting family photos done, and then you can see what I decided. But if I didn't, like, this skirt is really nice, so I'll probably wear this for Thanksgiving or Easter. Aside from me completely stressing out about something that has no importance really at all in my life, I'm just feeling like really stressed out about so many other things that are happening, and I'm trying to just calm my nervous system, but it's proving to be a little bit more difficult than I thought it would. So today after school is a busy day for the kids, but today I thought I would go through some stuff in the house, tidy up, declutter / deep clean in my bathroom. That's probably where I should start. I was walking around it, just like the perimeter of the floor. I'm like, oh my gosh, this place is filthy. The kids have baths in there, and like they just get soap scum everywhere and bubbles galore, and then they've got toys everywhere, and it's fun for them. But I need to clean in there is the bottom line, like deep clean the floors. I feel like when's the last time I even cleaned the floors in there? I'm a nasty gal. I don't know what to tell you. But also I'm in here because of their bathroom. I started sweeping this morning. I really need to deep clean their bathroom and try to go through some of their room. Like the big girls' room, I don't really touch their rooms. They do that all by themselves. They deal with this. So it's the smaller kids' room, and then upstairs where we have a bunch of toys. I need to pare that down, okay? It's the holidays. And you know, that just brings a lot of chaos into our life, a lot of stuff, which I actually came home with a bunch of stuff this morning from Target. I went to Target, I was thinking, oh, like bread and yogurt. Came home with way more than I bargained for, but I thought Christmas gifts. So I've started collecting for their Christmas gifts, which means I need to start purging what they have right now, because especially Meredith, their most prized toy is the newest one that she has gotten. And she has a lot of toys that I need to pare down. It's birthday season. There's going to be a huge influx. And really in the past month, there's already been a huge influx of stuff. We've just accumulated things from like hand-me-downs and garage sales that Alex has gone to. So I just really need to deal with that today. What's for dinner? Don't ask me. Hold on, that's why I was in Eleanor's room. I was going to tell you, addition update is that we finally, well, I say this, but like we literally haven't even put a deposit down, but we finally mentally accepted or agreed to do the built-ins. We called them this morning. We're having someone come by, I think next Wednesday, to do a couple more measurements because we're going to add 2 closets. If you have followed this journey, oh my gosh, what a journey it has been. But I figured I'd share with you because I'm really excited to finally like dishing out the money to pay for the built-ins. I'm mentally just accepting it as the fact that it's added into the cost of the addition. It is a lot of money, but it's something that's going to be with this house forever. And we went back and forth getting quotes of different built-in people, and like they use different type of wood or whatever. This place, it's quality, it's going to last forever, you know, whatever that means. So we're happy about it. And we're gonna do the built-ins and like the window seat in Eleanor's room. Also, finally, the boys' closets with the secret door. We'll see how that turns out. I have low expectations, honestly. And then also their linen closet in their bathroom, one of the banes of my existence because I can't store anything. Everything's just shoved on the floor. Toilet paper, towels. I'm like, this is not sanitary. This is not okay. I'm sorry you guys have had to live like this. So we're finally getting things in order, if you will. I mean, the process starts now, but it takes time to like order the stuff. By the time they come out and build it, will probably be around the new year. And then, so that's built-ins, those 2 closets. And then the 3rd closet, the 4th closet is Alex's closet. And he would really like some more shelves. So he's really excited about revamping his closet, which is something new. So that's why they're coming out to measure. Because initially we had them only measure like the other 3 things. So that was exciting news, and I thought I'd share that with you. I feel like my eyes are so dry. There's so much going on. There's the lawn guy is here today. He never comes. today, but here he is. I figured I would start in Meredith's closet. And this, at one point in time, was her absolute favorite thing. She used it as kind of like a dollhouse, which makes me laugh. There's water in here. So that's how she lives her life. She has a lot of tea parties, which is great, but her tea party set is ceramic, and she could probably use one of those. So I'm mentally, as I'm decluttering, thinking of, okay, what could she actually use as a useful Christmas gift that will stand the test of time / birthday gift / whatever. So I'm just thinking this cabinet, like, maybe a dollhouse is a better option, because even this one over here, she got it a few years ago when we first moved in. It has served us well. It has since been falling apart slightly. And I think I found a dollhouse at Costco that I'm thinking would be a great replacement for this. But in my head, I'm also wondering, like, do I even get her a new one? Because she likes to color on stuff, So would it be worth it? Or do I just keep her with that one for another year or two until she learns how to be more respectful of her things? Like, she's a kid. She just wants to play and have fun, which is like this. A doll without a head. Should I keep it? Should I not? I'm gonna pair through her toys. Like, I don't know why this glove is in here. This is absolutely ridiculous. It goes in the kitchen. Because when she cleans, she just, dumps it in here, which it makes sense. This goes in Wolfgang's room. So I think paring down, or edit is what the people call it these days, is a great idea. And even this, literally the bane of my existence, I've tried to get rid of it several times. Every time I put it in the garage, it ends up back here. But this did me in, okay? I just saw this and it got me real excited, because I am not going to keep something that is literally ripped and garbage. I don't even know where this came from, but I'm happy to see it go. And don't get on me about, like, oh, you shouldn't get rid of her things without her permission. I know what she plays with. I'm not gonna get rid of anything she loves and stuff like that. Like, don't encourage me to keep garbage is all I'm saying. Like this, why is there an empty box? Why? You can see it go. And then this blanket, I can put it anywhere else. I mean, I could store it in her closet. She's got ample space to store in here. I recently pared this down. So I know there might not be a lot to get rid of, but I also know there is a lot to get rid of. I just saw the lawn guy holding a ladder. Is he doing the trees? Oh, that's it. He is. He's like trimming one of the palm trees that we have. Man, the things that you get excited about as an adult, am I right? Okay, so this little number, let's see if it works. Let's see. It does. Guess we'll keep it. No harm, no foul. There's also some stuff in the corner over here that you really can't see, but just know it's cluttered in here. Like, this stuff goes to the castle, but it's broken. It doesn't really go on the castle. It falls apart all the time, so I just shove it in the closet, and I don't know, what am I keeping it for? Questions I don't have answers to. But it's just funny how we accumulate so many things. I don't even know where this came from. I don't even know how to open it up. But I do know, like, if I can't open it up, how does Meredith open it up? Is it locked? All right, I'll let her deal with this because I do know she enjoys it. But one thing I have learned is that if toys aren't easily accessible, they just don't get played with. She did some yoga work for a while on her floor. I rolled it up. She hasn't touched it since, so I'm gonna put it back in the garage with the other yoga mats. And let me tell you something about this. Remember when I went to Aldi and I was like, oh my gosh, the Aldi aisles, right? They got me with this and I just thought, this is going to be amazing. I'm going to hang all of her dresses up. Guess who's not gonna hang all of her dresses up? Me. Guess who's gonna shove them in a basket? Me. Because it's easier to clean. She does it herself. They don't wrinkle, really, because it's dress-up dresses. So at one point I opened it and I was like, yeah. And then I was like, well, where are we gonna put it? It's just gonna be a bunch of visual clutter, and I think that's a better option. So I'm gonna put this in the garage. I'm probably gonna donate it. And what's even funnier about this, it's hilarious, get ready to laugh, is that I bought something very similar from IKEA probably a year ago. In hopes of doing the same thing, it just never actualized. Because in theory, it sounds like a great idea. And let me know if you have a little one with a rack with all her dress up. And if you have the perfect life and you do it, good on you. I wish I had whatever you have that enables you to put the dresses away and like only play with one toy at a time, and let's hang that back up. I don't even hang my own clothes up. I can barely encourage my kids to do the same. That's why bins and dressers work out for us. You know what, I say that, but I have been pretty good about putting, you know, everyone's laundry away and keeping on top of that. So you know what, pros and cons to everything. Ideally, it's a fantastic idea to have all of the dress up and like, oh, super cute. And actually, someone on Marketplace was selling something similar, and Alex was like, look at this, it's amazing. And then I had to talk him through it. I was like, are you gonna hang up the dresses? Because I don't think she will. Okay, you can't tell, but I got rid of a bunch of stuff from there that goes on that. I don't know what I was thinking. Get the heck out of here. You know what I'm really getting pumped about is decluttering my closet. I feel like that'll be next. Once I've decluttered the rest of the house and it's kind of in order, then I'll be able to focus on my needs. What a concept. So this is an empty box. I have the toy in Wolfgang's room. I don't know what kind of disorder I have that allows me to keep empty boxes around. I don't know where that is. Oh, it's not empty, there's a penguin in here. Maybe at one point I thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna put it back in the box. Maybe I will. You know what? It is a game. Maybe I'll get all the pieces and put them in here. One more tidbit. I have to be real with myself. So one of the things when people are decluttering, you know, I watch the videos too, and they're like, oh, well, get a maybe box. And if you're unsure of donating something, just put it in a maybe box. This was my maybe bin from last time I decluttered her closet. She's never one time asked for these toys specifically. I have never one time, bringing it a step further, thought about them, thought about bringing them down to play with them. So I'm going to donate them. I think Lotso is gonna be hard for me to get rid of because honestly, still smells like strawberries. I might shove him where she has all of her stuffed animals, but I'm just saying, this bin, I could get rid of everything in it because while it's cute and like, oh, you know, it's all the caterpillar, hungry little caterpillar stuff, we just don't reach for it. So why do I need it in my house? I loved going through Meredith's closet and finding like backpacks, like these mini backpacks that she packs when we go places, and she fills them full of toys so that, you know, she's occupied and has something fun to play with. But going through them is just so fun. I'm like, okay, well, I know these are the toys that she actually loves because she is packing them, you know, to go with her. So that was an easy yes. And honestly, I kept mostly everything. Like I got rid of stuff that was broken or that I knew she hadn't touched or was uninterested in. So it was really simple. And what I actually did just now is order some more baskets. And now I'm second guessing, like, oh, did I order the right size? I think I did. I took a laundry basket, the baskets that I typically do laundry in, and she had a bunch of school sweaters up here that we have yet to use this year because it really doesn't get cold until, you know, January, honestly. So maybe a few days here and there. But anyway, so she's got school sweaters up there. I just threw them in a basket rather than seeing them. Visually for me, I like to hide stuff away. And I don't know. That's just how I am. I know there are different types of organizing styles. That's the style I am. So I got a few more baskets to put some stuff in so it would look a little more streamlined and intentional. So I ordered the larger baskets. There were a few in there already, but some of them were too small and they had stuff like kind of overflowing out of it. She's got her dance stuff. She has school shirts that honestly I could probably get rid of, but next year, who knows? She might be into shirts again, so I got to keep them around. And it's nice to keep those anyway because Wolfgang will eventually use them, but I'm sure by then the logo will be different. And what's funny is that our kids' school logo, we have the vintage style logo on some of their shirts because Avelina has been there for 10 years. So it's just funny, you know, when they go to school and shirts like that, I'm like, oh, it's just so cute. And everyone else has, you know, doesn't have that logo in their grade or whatever. I see other people with it, but not as small as Meredith. So it's just fun. But anyway, the baskets, I ordered the baskets. So hopefully her closet will be a little more streamlined and looking really nice. I'm going to just throw some stuff in there. She's got a picnic set that I threw it in. She's got stamps and stuff. So, you know, just organizing things. And then I have to get the labels, and I get those off Amazon because I find that they are the best price on there for the quantity that you get. I am focusing my attention over here on this little rack of her bedroom. It's where we store her shoes at the bottom. I did get rid of a few that I knew she didn't fit into anymore or that were ruined.
And so that was good to get rid of those. It freed up some space. It's like, it's just so nice when you don't have crap all over the place. I went through her bins really quickly. Some of the stuff was garbage. Some Barbies were really falling apart. So I got rid of those. Easy. Just the easy stuff. Mindless. This is so simple. No skill involved at all. Just getting rid of the garbage. And so I did that. This is my garbage pile. And then I had my donate bag right here. Ideally, using a black bag to put donations in is the best because you can't really see what's inside and you can't second guess. Oh, maybe I should keep that. And actually, I'm second guessing. Oh, should I keep that rack for the dress up? Like, oh, maybe I could put it upstairs. But I know it's just going to like be a mess. I want it, but I have to be realistic about my expectations. So I am going to donate it. I got it from Aldi for $20. I feel like it was around that price point, but online they're all like 50 or 100. So I know it's hard to get rid of, but someone else will benefit from my idiocy, I suppose. And hey, I got this top drawer open that I have been trying to open for a really long time. It's full of books. So at bedtime, we just keep some books down here. We've got books on the shelf that I just cleared off. And then most of our book storage is upstairs in their playroom. And so I try to rotate through them, see which ones she's interested in. And I keep those down here. So we read to her at bedtime. And it's just always nice to have a drawer full. Okay, who do you want to read tonight? Which one are you interested in? So it's really nice. And then the bottom drawer, I got rid of, 90% of the crap that was in there. And I kept her like Ariel magnet set. And I think I put something else in there. I can't remember what it was, but it was good. And this little section, I don't know what it is. Paint, glitter, she gets into stuff. And I encourage it, I think is the problem. So I am taking a like cleaning brush. And this is just Dawn dish soap and water. It's warm water. I feel like that gets everything out, right? And so I just went to town. It did need some elbow grease because I have mopped over this section a couple of times. Maybe before she went in with more paint. I don't really know. I do my best and sometimes things get away from me and sometimes my kids play with stuff that they shouldn't be playing with, like paint. I'm like, how do you even get that? Is this part of the food coloring fiasco that we had a few weeks ago? Probably. I told you, the blue food coloring got everywhere and this is probably just one of the culprits. It mixed in with some Play-Doh, made some clumps. It made a huge mess, all right? So I'm dealing with it and it's fine. I'm scrubbing it, using a bit of elbow grease to get it off. And honestly, it looks a lot better than what it did. I'm impressed with how much I was able to get up. If I had a little bit more time, I would have done more. I would have pulled the stuff out and done the whole floor and honestly gone a little deeper because while it looks a lot better, it still could have used a lot more improvement. You can see there, the before and after. It's nice, but could it have been better? Sure. I did my best and I'm moving on and I'm trying not to sweat the small stuff because I know inevitably it's going to get messy and ruined again. But the closet does look a lot nicer, a little more less cluttered. And this section over here, the coffee table, if you will, which I absolutely adore. It has drawers on the front, which I do need to get more pulls for. I need to go to the Hobby Lobby and do that because the ones I got from Amazon were garbage. And then what they want to charge on Amazon for the nicer looking ones, arm and a leg, okay? I just can't right now. I don't want to. And I also don't want this cabinet, which is so lovely, to look like this. A part of me is like, oh, I need to repaint it. And by paint, I mean strip the paint and just stain it a lighter color. It's wood and it's beautiful wood, but it was way too dark. I wanted it lighter, so I ended up making this wood wash kind of thing, which is nice, but I don't know, It's good for now, but on the back side of it is a trunk style, and that's where we store blankets and stuff, which is really lovely. So I really enjoyed this. I went through all of the toys in here, which just ends up being a dumping ground. Ended up getting rid of a ton. Didn't keep a lot. Happy to report as much as I'm getting rid of because it feels really good to have empty drawers. Not gonna lie.
LOL. Listen, I bought these garlands from Amazon. In summertime when people were like, buy them now or they're gonna sell out. And I was like, okay, well, I don't have anything for the stairs. I'd like to elevate my Christmas decor this year. Nothing serious, just minimal, I feel like. Anyway, so I bought these. Someone styled them this way. Let me tell you, when I put mine up, ain't no way mine are going to be looking as posh as these look. Check this out. Like seriously, I have no chance. All right, what do I need to get? Some red ribbon and jingle bells? I can do it, I can do it, I can dig it. Still probably won't look that good. Anyway, I opened my app. Isn't that the way that it goes? I feel like I'm falling apart over here. I just sneezed 107 times. I refuse to believe that any kind of sickness is going through. What? I'm sorry, no thank you. What was I saying? Okay, so I came on Instagram to look for the recipe. I'm gonna throw some Monster Balls together, Monster Bites, whatever the heck you wanna call them. I haven't made them in a while, and I feel like, gosh, whenever I make them, I always feel like it's such a nice little pop of goodness in my mouth. Ooh, so great. And plus my kids love them, easy for the lunchbox. And I went to Target today, I told you, and I found some red and green mini M&Ms. Just the sweetest. And I was like, make it festive. I grabbed a couple bags of those. And what else did I get from Target? Oh, did you see my Instagram? I'll leave it a secret, okay? I'll share it with you eventually, but gotta leave you on a little cliffhanger somehow. What was I saying? You open your phone for something else and then you end up doing something completely different because you're distracted by, oh, shiny new apps and like, ooh. I'm sure you've seen the meme of someone laughing and being like, oh, ha ha ha, let me show you. And it's someone who's, oh crap, you know, oh, I forgot I was calling 911 because I got so distracted. Oh, that's how I feel sometimes. I have found some holiday recipes, so those will be coming soon. I'm really excited about that. I gotta scroll for this one. Let me pull out my mixer. And I think I told you this, but I initially like cleared off that counter space back here because in my mind I thought, oh, I want to leave my mixer on the counter because it will encourage me to use it more often. I mean, I use it pretty frequently and you can like I don't have to dig for it, but it's a whole to-do in my head. It's really not that big of a deal. But when I cleared that space, I just thought, it looks so nice bare. I don't want to put anything in there. I feel like if I were a better woman, a better decorator, a Martha Stewart, if you will, I would put like hot cocoa bar over there. But I'm just not. I like clear spaces. So in my best efforts to keep this area bare, I'm actually, after I throw these balls together, I'm going to clear out that middle cabinet because the junk that I shove over there, first of all, mail, but now I have a space here that like, I can barely open it. Mail goes in that drawer, which is great and I love it. But when I go to Costco and I buy like treats, so right now there's baklava over there. It doesn't need to be out in the open because you know what I do every time I mosey on over there to get a cup of water? I'm like, ooh, baklava in my mouth. Unnecessary. So I'm going to try to clear that space out so I can like shove my treats in there. And if it's not seen, I might forget about it. We'll see how it goes. I also took some chicken out for dinner tonight. I figured I would make some chicken curry. I haven't made that in a while and it's just so easy and simple and delicious. I almost recreated a sheet pan meal that I made the other day and also shared on Instagram. I used to make sheet pan meals all the time, but I got a really unusually like big response from, oh my gosh, this looks so good. What's the recipe? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, I'll tell you what I did. It's really easy. I threw veggies on the bottom of a sheet pan. All I had were sweet potatoes and Brussels sprouts. I seasoned them. You can do whatever you want. Salt, pepper, oil. Maybe I used onion powder, garlic powder. You can do Italian seasoning, but you know what I did? Last year I picked up this everything but the leftovers blend from Trader Joe's. I was trying to look for poultry seasoning, but I didn't have it, so I used that instead and it worked out really well. Did I put 3 scoops in here? It looks like 2. I'm gonna add a 3rd. No, I think I added 3. Anyway, so on top of the veggies, I put this grate on top of the tray and I put the chicken thighs. I had skin on, bone in, and I seasoned that with the same seasonings. But I do that because when the chicken is cooking, the chicken drippings, just all that flavor goes down on the veggies and it just creates a really nice dish. And the chicken, if you use bone-in skin on chicken thighs, everything stays super delicious and moist. And the chicken, like Alex said, this is the best chicken I've ever had. was like, yeah, man, it's been a while since I've made sheet pan meals. I need to do that more often because they're easy, quick, and delicious. So for the Monster Bites, I could actually cry because I'm out of peanut butter. Like, how does that even happen? I feel like I bought a lifetime supply of peanut butter not that long ago. I do have crunchy, better than nothing, but 2 cups of oats. I do quick oats for this one. 3 scoops of protein powder. I think it's like 75 grams or something. I'm gonna do 1 cup of peanut butter, and most of the time I don't even measure this. I just kind of think it's unnecessary. And half a cup of honey going right in. Throw some salt in here. Speaking of salt, you know what I had this morning for the first time? Oh my heavens. The mango chili element. Have you had that one yet? I don't know why I drug my feet on trying it. I think in my head I was like, oh, mango chili, that's weird. But I actually tried it and it was delicious. I don't know where my attachment is. Ah, there it is. Last place I looked. All right, I cranked these together. Let it rip. Okay, that seems nice. The original recipe calls for like a 1/4 cup of milk or something. Oh wait, we're not done. I'm just gonna scrape it down. I just leave the milk out. I don't think it's necessary, but I do add about 1/8 of a cup of chocolate chips, the mini variety, and about the same amount of M&Ms. Ew, so festive, maybe a little more. This is like a healthy treat. It's packed with protein. It's got some oats in there. It'll fill you up, some fiber. Really great stuff. I do have an energy ball recipe that calls for like flaxseed and chia seed and coconut flakes and all the good stuff, which is probably slightly healthier. But I don't always have that stuff on hand anymore because I don't make that one anymore. I'm gonna roll these into balls. Last time we just ate them like with a spoon out of here, but I'm gonna try not to be barbarian.
Here we are. Got these energy balls and I forgot how much everyone loves them. You know, I think often, man, should I make these or is it just really me that eats them? No, my entire family loves them. And I can feel semi-good about it because yes, it's a treat, but it does have some protein. It is a macro-friendly foods recipe, so it's on her Instagram. And she changed it from Elise Ellis to a more professional macro-friendly food. So if you, or maybe it's foods, I don't even know, but just search that on Instagram, it'll come up. And she shares free recipes on her Instagram all the time. This is an older one, so you may have to scroll for a while. I'll try to link it below. But she shares lunch ideas, dinner ideas, breakfast ideas, snack ideas, and I just love it. I know it's like still a treat, but more on the healthier side, and it makes me feel good because it is protein packed, and my kids' bellies will get a little full from it. It's got oats in there. You know, it's got more oats than M&Ms, so you got to feel good about that, right? Better than Doritos situation. She also shares, if you are someone who counts macros, which I am not, she also shares the macros on there. So protein, fat, and carb count, which I guess are the 3 most important. I wouldn't know. I just try to eat sensibly and move my body, which I think are the 2 most important things. I actually went to the gym this morning that I'm filming, like the morning, and I filmed myself, but I didn't add it to the video. I thought it was long enough already. So there you go. A little inspo.
Into the cabinet of doom is what I call it. This is where I've been hoarding Halloween candy. We've got some really great stuff happening in here. The world's finest. We've got more. You know, whenever I see Halloween candy around the house, I'm just like, hand it to me, thank you. There is a little spot up here where I like to store, you know, just random candy. Normally little M&Ms that they put in their yogurt in the morning. Or in this case, some Lindt chocolates that I got on clearance with oat milk. Saving those for a rainy day. Also, during the holidays, I find that this becomes really cluttered with holiday specific things. So like this, the pumpkin, the autumn, I'll keep this down for Thanksgiving. But I'm sure there's like Halloween stuff, like these eyeballs that I never got to making more Jell-O with, but I'll hoard these away until next year and I think they'll be fine. It's literally sugar. It's not gonna go bad. And if it does, say la vie. Ooh, a king size candy bar? Yeah, a lot of the places we trick-or-treated at this year, full size. I'm sorry to whoever got this. Mom tax. It's so good. It's actually too good. All right, I'll munch on that. More treats here. We gotta get rid of this stuff.
I love having this cabinet. It's like a labyrinth. Remember in my old house, if you've been a friend for that long, where I had that like super long cabinet, never accessed it. It was such a waste, so crazy. You see that fruit fly flying around? The bane of my existence. At one point I thought, oh my gosh, we have rid of the fruit flies. It was a good couple of months. And then I don't know what the heck happened. They came back. And you know what I found under Meredith's bed one day? A banana. And I was like, oh, did they never leave? They just came to eat the banana under her bed. So I don't, they just migrated to a different location in the house. Anyway, we're trying to get rid of them again. You know, the whole spiel of like making sure there's no food out, making sure you bleach the sinks every night. It's just a process. It takes like a week and then they'll be gone. But man, are they annoying. And then they like linger. There's like a couple that linger around for a while. And you're like, oh my gosh, get out of here before you multiply and reproduce. All right, anyway, doesn't the cabinet look great? Love having it. Love having this space. But I also like a clear looking space. So I feel like I could be utilizing this a little bit more, maybe with more shelves in the back. But it's not that tall.
My donate pile in the garage is just growing and growing and growing. Oh, we need to go through our garage, really, because that is the biggest dumping ground in our whole house, really. That's where things go to die. And like they're forgotten about and we don't really deal with them and it's fine kind of situation. Oh, I feel like there's always so much more to do. My bathroom is like screaming at me in my head, but Audrey! Who put this in and when? Oh no. Oh no. You go in for a snick and sniff, you know it's not good. Oh, it's actually fine. It's actually fine. I think, yeah. I was going to do something else and then I realized, well, I haven't thrown a load in today. And you know what they say? A load a day keeps the chaos away. Though I have yet to experience the non-chaotic moments. I'm just hoping eventually it'll catch up with me. So how are you feeling about the holiday hustle and bustle? It has begun. I feel like it has begun as soon as October 31st hits, you know? It's like so much in 1 week. It's Halloween. It's daylight savings. How are you doing with daylight savings? Man, I forget every year just how rough it is. Oh yeah, you get an hour more of sleep. It's gonna be great. Oh, and also the sun goes down at 2 p.m. It's fine. I'm being dramatic. It's really not that bad, but also it kind of is, you know? I mean, once 9 o'clock hits, I'm like, is it midnight? Because I'm ready for bed. It's been dark forever. If it's dark outside in my mind, I mean, obviously that's how, like, you know, we wake up with the sun and go to bed with the sun, and that's the whole cycle that we are supposed to be on. What do they call that? The Cascadian cycle? It's not Cascadian. Circadian, maybe? It's like the rhythm. It's the rhythm of the night. The rhythm of the night and day. And the fact that I want to go to sleep when it is 7 p.m. and that's not okay because I have 1,017 other things to do other than sleep. For me personally, obviously I'm looking forward to the holiday season. It's a heavy time for us. Not heavy, but like a big time. We've got all the birthdays. And so planning all of that and making sure we have it all good to go. And then everything with the kids' school, I love their school so much. I love it. There's so much all the time and like trying to just juggle it all and make sure. I mean, it would be easier if my kids didn't do all the extracurriculars, and I'm glad that they do it. It's exciting. Good for them. It's just a lot on us. It's a busy season of life, but we wouldn't have it any other way. Like, what else would we be doing? You know what I mean? Sitting down, not doing nothing. I'd much rather have it this way. All right, I'm gonna deal with this stuff and then I'll move on.
Oh my gosh. You know what I forgot to even mention? The whole reason why I wanted to talk about family photo outfits was because a few nights ago, I actually had a nightmare. Oh, I kind of don't remember it, but I did take notes. So hold on, let me try to pull it up. So the nightmare was about the family photo situation. So okay, I don't remember what we were all wearing, which is really the most important part of family photos, but Eleanor had paint all over her. Meredith had sticky stuff all over her arms and face. The sunset was going on, which was stunning, but another group was there, and he was photographing them apparently. And so I started yelling at the photographer, which I would never do in real life. And I was shaking. I was so mad. And then finally it's our turn and he couldn't figure out where to take the photo. Okay, it's all coming back now. Okay, not only was it outside, you guys, we were in a lake. Deep in the lake. He's trying to find a spot in the, like, think waist high, higher, like just under your chest high in the lake. And he's like, oh, out there. Yeah, man, there were a million people. I'm not even describing it properly. It was horrific. And I don't know, some kind of disaster had happened. The fact that like everyone was outside, like on their roofs, it was really weird. I didn't know anyone else there. But you know how when they do like mini sessions where a bunch of people come to one location and have their photos taken. I think that's what I was getting stressed out about. Why am I even stressing about this? Okay, so I'm worried about the gators in the lake, right? I'm like, what is this photographer doing? He's wanting us to get in the lake and take photos? Like my kids are gonna drown. They're not tall enough. He's waist high. He's like 6'5". Not only that, but there was somehow a garbage truck and that started sinking. Why was a garbage truck in the lake? I don't know. Maybe it's like my family photo nightmare combined with my hurricane nightmare and just all the stress that we've been going through. Someone needs to analyze this for me. Okay, so anyway, not only was there a garbage truck that started sinking, there was a golf cart in the lake. I don't know how it even got there, but it started sinking too. So I told Alex, and he dove in to get it as if that's the most important part of this right now. So he's soaking wet in his, Sunday best before we're taking photos. Then some random guy was like, hey, hey, I wanted that garbage truck. Meanwhile, the photographer is just sitting there, apparently waiting for all the kids to come out after cleaning themselves up. And I'm standing there tweaking out, so stressed. I woke up and I was just like, Jesus, take the wheel. Like, what does that even mean? Why am I stressed out about something so minuscule? Thought I'd share that with you. I'm glad I took notes, honestly.
I'll have you know, I looked everywhere for curry powder. I already pulled it out. I was looking everywhere. I was like, I know I have some. I couldn't find it anywhere. Oh my gosh. Anyway, ginger. I'm throwing dinner together. Here are the spices you're going to need. Ginger, curry, some curry paste. You can use green, yellow, red. I just have red on hand. Salt, pepper, cumin, garlic, anything else you want to add.
This curry recipe is so simple to throw together. Okay, it starts out, actually it calls for 2 cans of diced tomatoes. I'm not a huge fan of those, so I always substitute red bell peppers. I think they have a great flavor, nice beefy heartiness. And I cut those up into pretty big chunks. And funny enough, Alex and Avelina, while I was making dinner, they came around and just started eating all the red bell peppers. I was like, get out of here. Go find another pepper to eat. I could have cut it more, but it was not that deep. And then I chopped up some chicken thighs, cut those up into bite-sized pieces. I seasoned those. What did I have? Salt, pepper, ginger, cumin, and curry powder. Honestly, triple up on the curry powder, okay? I feel like that gives the dish the most flavor. And if you don't want to season the chicken with all the curry powder, wait until, later, and then we can add some more. Because honestly, it was so good. I love curry. It's so simple to throw together. Make sure you have some cilantro. Mine was looking really sad this day, but better than nothing. I put some oil in a pot or pan, whatever you want. Well, pot would be ideal because we're going to add some liquid to it. So let that sear. I let the oil heat up a little bit, and then I add the chicken, and it gives it a nice sear. And then I let it sit there for like a couple minutes just to cook, to get a nice color on it, because color equals flavor. I mix that up, and then I realized, oh my gosh, the recipe called for an onion. I totally forgot. So I chopped up an onion real quick, threw that in, mixed that all together. And then I realized, oh my gosh, I didn't even put in the red bell peppers either. So then I had to throw in the red bell pepper too, but it's all fine. It all works out because this day I was making this earlier and I just let it simmer on the stovetop until I think Eleanor had dance class this day, until she got home from dance. So it's like a later dinner. We all eat dinner together. And obviously my knife chops are really perfect. Julia Child would be proud. I took a huge chunk of onion out and just fixed that. It's all fine. It's just dinner. Everything can be fixed. And once that's all cooking, this is me realizing, oh crap, I need to throw the red bell pepper in too. So let that cook out. And then once that's good, you can add 2 cans of coconut milk. And I think that's it. Maybe some more curry powder. Oh, the red curry paste. Any curry paste. I use the whole jar. That's just how I do things, but you can use however much you can tolerate. This was not spicy at all. So if you're worried about the heat, I wouldn't. Just because, I don't know, I use a whole jar and it had like almost no spice to it. So there you go. Sometimes I add potatoes to this, and if you need to add some chicken stock to it too, just to cover the potatoes and let them cook for about 20 minutes, and then you're good to go. So simple, so delicious. Would recommend. It's always a crowd pleaser and a hit. We serve it with rice and then cilantro. That's pretty much it. But that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. I always enjoy your company. Thank you for being a friend. I'll see you next time. Bye.